Hey everyone, welcome back to ThinkHub. I am Daksh Khandelwal, your host and host of this series Beyond the Headline. And today you are watching episode number 76 of this series. And first of all, happy Independence Day to you all. Today is 80th Independence Day, and I wish you all a very happy Independence Day. So in today's news, there are three news, and we will just cover each news within few minutes because I have to go somewhere else. So I will just finish this video within 10 minutes only. And there are three news, two from South China Morning Post and one from the Hindu. So let's get started without wasting any further time. Also, yeah. So there is an update that I have made the podcast, and the podcast title is, I just forgot the title, but yeah, title is about will AI takes the jobs, and the podcast is with AI about 30 to 35 minutes video, and I have uploaded that, and the video will be live today only at 8:45 p.m. So you can watch that podcast. So that was an update for you all. And it was very tough for me to make that podcast. And I guess I can't continue this podcast because it takes a lot of guts and a lot of time and a lot of efforts. But I don't think that I can put all those efforts in that podcast because I have to do many work with me. So let's see what will happen. I will tell you. So let's start. So without wasting any further time, let's get started with the intro. So yeah, first news is how AI is helping to open a new chapter for ancient Chinese literature. So what does it mean? So for generations, you know that what is this story is going to happen. I will just make it short. It's 5 minutes long story, but I will just make it short. So for generations working with, I guess some encoding overloaded is there, so just ignore that. So some for generations working with ancient Chinese text, there has been a painstaking task specialized would be means, but what is this? Artificial intelligence is changing the process not only by helping to preserve fragile manuscripts but also transforming how ancient texts are recovered, studied and shared. So these three things very important, three questions: how they are studied, how they are recovered, and how they are shared. So this AI is by helping in this what we say uh, new chapter for Asian Chinese literature. An example is given that practice of Sidian Guzi. I am not taking that example. You can just read it. And this is the showing of AI tool, online tools that can not only help readers search text but also translate them into modern language. They also translate them into modern language, which is very important to translate so that other people, philosophical ideas, and humanistic spirit and values and more principles can be embedded from that. And last month, National Cultural Heritage Administration published its latest 5-year plan. So this in the 5-year plan, they have mentioned all those things how you can use. You can just read this. This are thoughts about many ancient works are largely inaccessible to modern readers. So this is how image can show. But yeah, if you go to AI, they can help you a bit lot in that. So basically, historians and humanities scholars are trained critics and readers of all kinds of sources. We weigh evidence, argue over meaning and context, and go deep. He said, "What and this is the precisely what we need in the age of AI models." So basically, what does it mean? That AI models are doing great job in founding Chinese historical data, and they are using many types of data, and they can create new data. And basically, I have told you, no, three things. Let me show you that these both three things. Just a minute. Yeah, the text, the ancient text can be recovered, can be studied and shared as well with that. So that's how this whole artificial system is changing the process. So that's the thinking about how that should be the thinking of you and your colleagues, so that how AI can change the world of that, and they are helping in Chinese art, literature. So India's literature can also be helped in with that. Now moving towards the second news. Second news is about that China doctor stunts math worlds by cracking decades old problems. So decades old problems. So you know some math problems are not solvable by even chat GPT also, or even a proper professional mathematician also. But Chinese doctor stuns maths well by cracking that decades old problem. And while when the basically Jin Shanu, a Beijing based neurosurgeon, his name is Jin Shanmu, was trying to solve a problem related to brain ultrasounds. Instead, he made mathematical history. So he was just trying instead of self-taught math enthusiasts with help of OpenAI's latest flagship artificial model. So the latest he used the latest flagship artificial model and then solved the problem, and then this produced to a 16-hour autonomous run on ChatGPT. 16-hour what we say uh, courage. 16-hour courage is very important to go in fact 16 hours in ChatGPT and ask them to operate on ChatGPT's work platform and generate the solution of that solution. So this typically type of what we can say, just right a minute, just wait a minute, I'm just searching. I'm just forgot the meaning. I just forgot the what we say in English. So yeah, the hard work they use is what it's commendable. A 16 hours autonomous run is very good. So proposed by French mathematician, and you can just read it. And the author was Zen, and the breakthrough was highlighted how stringly capable that and through Claude as so though Claude has failed to prove the same hypothesis. Claude has failed, but OpenAI ChatGPT, the new one flagship, has could the and unexpectedly made strides on in cloud. But cloud AI that ChatGPT is given more appropriate proof of that hypothesis. So that's all. You can just read it by that. Now moving towards the third and the last news, that government taking steps to make exam transparent. Draupadi Murmu has said, sorry for mispronunciation. So India's President Draupadi Murmu on Friday has hailed the students of architecture and all. Basically, just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah, so why it is not opening? So yeah, President of the Murmu has declaring the youth is the its most valuable asset. So for that most valuable asset, they should give some advice, and also that's why she said that the public examinations become gateways to opportunities for our students. Murmun has said that. So basically, a whole interview was there on the eve of 80th Independence Day, and she take a one point. Also, she took many points, but the one important point he took, the main highlight was students paper, because you know now from past 1 to 2 months the NEET from NEET to Bengal and to Jharkhand, everyone is talking just about the students priority and how the basically exams are going to do, how exams are going in India, how they are, how government officials are treating exams. So government are taking steps to make that these exams become transparent to each and every person, and no one could get benefit or an extra benefit from anyone, any source or any jack. So also in addressing the nation, she also emphasized the women empowerment topic, and because obviously you know that this is the main hotline topic for everyone. So she also highlighted the women empowerment topic. You can just read it, and Shakti Vandan Abhiyan, and to provide this on all. So you can just read it. It's just a normal news. But yeah, this is the news that because today is 80th Independence Day, so they are addressing India. And also today, Narendra Modi will also address India, and I guess the news that what government Narendra Modi has said, that will come tomorrow. So I will just bring that news tomorrow. And I guess, yeah, so that's all for today's episode. Let me discuss the glimpse of three news. So from on the first news was very important, that AI is also helping in translating Chinese architecture, Chinese history to a modern into a modern way of presentation. So it's very helpful to us astrologers or to archaeologists, that they can help, they can take help from ChatGPT, sorry, not ChatGPT, they can take help from AI and can build something different to preserve, to record, and to share the and to read also, to read the old documents into a new modern language. And the second news was that one professor, not professor, surgeon, has developed a solution from OpenAI from 16-hour straight hard work on OpenAI AI ChatGPT, flagship ChatGPT, the new version of that, and he took 16 hours in that, and the problem was not able to solve by anyone, and it shakes the world in the mathematics world. It shakes the world that AI can also solve the problems. And in the third news was about the government is taking steps to make exams transparent, and they are doing something great to make it that. And President Draupadi Murmu has basically addressed the nation with some few points and highlighting the main important issue in India from past 2 months, that exams and how the exams are treated, and how to prevent examination from how to make fair and trustworthy examinations, each and every government examinations. So that's a whole scenario of that. And let's see what happens, if it is good or not. Let's see. Something definitely the results will be good, because government are taking step, and they are taking they are taking problems very seriously. So that's all for today's episode, and the podcast will be live today at 45 p.m. You can watch that. It's a long podcast, but yeah, I have given all my hard work, patience, and my courage to do that. Was very tough. It was very tough to make that podcast. Also, there are some encoding issues and all, but you can please manage that all issues and all. So that's all for today's episode. And once again, happy Independence Day to you all. I hope this Independence Day reminds you about our freedom fighters, how they fight for India to make India independent. And in similar way, you learn from them and make you yourself an independent one, not to depend on someone. Just make yourself an independent one. And for that, you can just fight for it. You can just take grab from it, or you can do anything for it, but just make independent of yourself. So that's all. And just I'm just thanks for watching, and that's all for video. I will see you in the next video lectures, till in the next podcast, and then in the next beyond the headline video. Till then, keep learning and stay curious.